Hello, for this demonstration I'm going to show you how to install one of the free antivirus programs that have been shown on our website. Now for the sake of time, I'm not going to be able to install all of them, so I have chosen the AVG free antivirus software, and I'm going to ask you to not speed pass through this while doing this during the video, because a lot of the free antivirus programs have little toolbars and extensions they like to install, or may ask if they can make their page your home page, so it's best to not speed past that. And with that, let's begin. I have clicked on the AVG installer, and I am prompted with the computer asking me if it wants me to allow it to install it, and I'm going to click yes. And then AVG will begin to extract and initialize, which could take just a few minutes, not very long. So we will just wait for this to finish. Okay, after AVG has finished initializing, we are then prompted with a welcome screen, and it will do a little more initializing. That's normal. Again, this will not take very long. Okay, once it is finished initializing, we will be prompted with a language screen. Now, if you don't speak English very well, or not fluently, or can't read it very well, that's not a problem, because this software and a lot of the other softwares will allow you to install it in different languages. This one seems to go all the way down to Japanese, then all the way back up to English. Now, for this demonstration, I will be using it in English. So once we've done that, we'll click on Next. And then we will be prompted with the user end license agreement. You may want to go ahead and read through this so you can kind of understand the free programs, agreements, how they work, and their acknowledgments. You're going to have a whole long list of stuff, but I really urge that you read through this. I know it's long, but you need to kind of understand what's going on with the program. So once you've read through all of that, go ahead and click Accept. And then with AVG, you'll be prompted with this license number. Now, not all of the free antivirus softwares out there have them, but some do. The purpose of this is to know which program you have installed on your computer. So let's just say you've got a friend or a relative that needs an antivirus program, and you just go, hey, I'll just let you use the one I've got. Well, if you give them the installer you had used on your computer, this number is embedded in that. So if your friend or family member installs it on their computer, there could be problems because it's a replicated use of this number, and a lot of them will not allow that to happen. So it would be best for that situation to go and install it on the computer for them or show them how to do it. So with that, we'll go ahead and move on. Okay, now here before when I mentioned in the earlier the video, a lot of these free antiviruses will have little extra add-ons. So we're going to go to custom install, and it will be prompt to ask where you want it installed. It will be okay to go ahead and use the default. That's perfectly fine. So we're going to click next. And here's what I meant by that. AVG has a lot of these on here. It has email protection, identity. You may have other programs that provide this and may not want them, so you can just simply uncheck the box. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and leave them checked. And also, I'd like to note, if you are installing this software, I would recommend that you keep these all checked. And again, we're going to go ahead and move on. Now, this is where the actual installation process begins. Depending on the speed of your computer, it could take maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It really depends on your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the demonstration and wait for this to finish installing, and we will go on from there. Okay, our program has finished installing, and when it has been done, you will be prompted with congratulations. And also, it will ask you, and some of them do this, some of them don't, if you want to do a little survey or allow some of your scan data to go to the website. Again, that is completely your preference. I normally don't do this because it just seems a little bit unnecessary for me. So with that, just go ahead and click Finish. And you are then done with your installation, but you're not quite done there. Just because you installed a free antivirus program does not mean your computer is protected. The most big mistake that everybody makes is they do not update this program that they install. So with AVG, as you can see, it is automatically doing an update, but not all of them do that. So normally with that, I know AVG has a little flag here in the corner. It will be notifying you with a little exclamation mark or some kind of symbol to let you know that it's out of date, or some of them will even just pop up and let you know that it's out of date. So with that, you have to keep your eyes on that. You can't let these go out of date, because if you do and you're web surfing, well, your computer has just become a playground for all sorts of viruses. And once they're in, the virus may not let the antivirus know it's there, and the antivirus, vice versa, will not even detect it. Which normally a virus will not say, hey, here I am, but I believe you catch my point. So with that, you want to make sure these are always up to date and you are doing scans regularly. You can set scans regularly in the options of the free antivirus programs to tell what time you want them to scan and even what days or even the weeks you want them to scan. But I would recommend doing a scan maybe once at every week just to make sure that nothing has decided to creepily crawl into your computer. So with that, in this demonstration, I have showed you how to install one of the free antivirus programs. We went over what little attachments they like to install sometimes, so you don't want to breeze through it. And also to remember that you always want to keep these up to date and do scans regularly. Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope it has helped give you some information, and thank you for choosing our site as a reference. Have a wonderful day.